Selamat pagi, good morning Indonesia, Southeast Asia, and the world, and welcome back to the C Morning Show. It's Wednesday, always a great pleasure to bring you your morning news. Like usual, we have top stories from Indonesia and around the world within the next 3 hours. I'm Tommy Chokro and I'm here, happy to host it with all my mates here, Marissa and si Ines. Shana.
Anna.
Hi. Good morning,
guys. Good morning.
Good morning, indeed, and good morning to you. How are you? We hope you're doing well this midweek. Indeed, we'll have a lot of top stories coming to your way. And also, aside from that, we have insightful discussions. One, we will speak about how to manage diabetes for a more fulfilling and productive life. And today we're going to talk about arts as well. We look forward to this very much because we will speak with a representative of JAF, the Jogja Netback Film Festival, on the yearly anticipated film festival in Indonesia and Asia, on their lineups and festivities that will happen this November. All within the next 3 hours. I'm Marissa Anita.
And hello, good morning everyone. I'm your host Shahna Suartono, and I would like to greet our viewers that are not able to tune in from Foxtel Splash Australia, Macau Cable TV Channel 84, Vision Philippines Channel 58, Air Cable Philippines, and Singtel Singapore Channel 15, and also StarHub Channel 720. All right, let's start this Wednesday with our headlines.
Israeli jets performed an airstrike against an apartment east of Lebanon's capital city, Beirut, on Tuesday, killed at least 6 and buried 4 others beneath rubble.
Typhoon Toraji unleashed floods, knocked down trees, and caused power outages in the northern Philippines recently before weakening into a tropical storm.
Adverse weather recently struck many parts of Indonesia and caused flash floods, which inundated residential areas.
The police are hunting 7 inmates who escaped the Salemba Penitentiary in central Jakarta. And now time to start with our first story. Israeli jets performed an airstrike against an apartment east of Lebanon's capital city, Beirut, on Tuesday, which killed at least 6 and buried 4 others beneath rubble.
The Israeli military have yet to comment on the attack, and it remains unclear what they were attempting to achieve.
The strike took place at a region which is located far from the main strongholds of Hezbollah in southern and eastern Lebanon. Israel has expanded airstrikes deeper into Lebanon and beyond Hezbollah-dominated areas after they escalated operations against the militant group in late September.
Paramedics at the Lebanese mountain village of Baal Shmai said that the Israeli airstrike killed 6, while 4 others, including a woman who is almost 90 years old, were trapped under rubble.
The owner of the house said the 6 casualties included 3 children, while his grandmother, aunt, child, and domestic helper from Guinea remain missing.
نحن هون البيت أول شيء لإلنا، ده بيت لعمي، بيتنا من 10 سنين مش من اليوم يعني. وكلهم اللي بالبيت مدنية، لا في حدا مسلح ولا حدا تابع لحدا ولا في أي شيء. في 10 أشخاص، 6 استشهدوا وفي 4 هلا بعضهم مفقودين. في 3 أطفال بيناتهم وباقيين لا مش أطفال. تعدي على المدنية. ما حدا تابع لشيء.
An Israeli strike in Sansakia, Lebanon, has killed 11 and wounded 7 others, with most casualties being women and children.
Rescuers are still looking for those who are missing and trapped under rubble.
Dolls and toys litter the rubble of a residential building, which was destroyed in an Israeli airstrike against southern Lebanon on Monday. A resident stood near the structure and attempted to find the body of his sister.
The strike also damaged nearby buildings, with a neighbor standing in the remnants of a kitchen. He volunteered to work with rescuers to find those who are still missing.
The Lebanese Health Ministry said on Monday that 54 were killed while 56 others were wounded on Sunday. This raised the number of casualties to 3,243, while the amount of wounded soars to 14,134 in the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah.
أنا صهري وأختي وولد أختي هون. الحمد لله. صهري يعني لقينا جثة له، بنت أختي لقينا أطراف إلها. أختي بعدنا عم نفتش عليها من امبارح، عم نفتش عليها. وفي بعد خالة صهري وابن أخته، يعني 12 شهيد بهيدي المجزرة. شو بده يقول الواحد؟ هيدي الغارة اللي شايفينها انتو هي عبارة عن غارتين بنفس الوقت نزلوا. الفرق بين أول غارة وتاني غارة هي ثانية، نزل أول ضربة وتاني ضربة. بهيدي المبنى كان مأهول بالسكان، مؤلف من أكثر من 15 شخص. اللي نجي من هيدي المجزرة هو 3 أشخاص.
At least 15 Palestinians were killed and several others injured when Israel bombarded the Gaza Strip on Monday night.
Another airstrike killed at least 3 in northern Gaza, while 2 more were killed when an additional bombardment hit a house in Beit Hanun.
According to Palestinian medical officials, 2 Israeli strikes in Gaza killed at least 15, including 2 children and 1 woman. Most were killed in an Israeli-declared humanitarian zone. Meanwhile, another strike hit a makeshift cafeteria in the center of a humanitarian zone, Mawasi, late Monday.
Nasser hospital officials added that at least 11 people killed, including 2 children. Another Israeli strike on early Tuesday hit a house in the Nuseirat refugee camp in central Gaza and claimed 3 lives, including 1 woman. The strike took place hours after the Israeli military announced an expansion of the evacuation zone.
Hundreds of thousands of displaced Palestinians are sheltering in sprawling tent camps within and around Mawasi. The location is largely a desolate area of dunes and agricultural fields with scarce facilities or services along the southern Gaza coast.
The Israeli campaign in Gaza has reached 13 months and killed more than 43,000 Palestinians, with women and children making up more than half of the casualties.
The Israeli military forced many Palestinians to leave their homes and shelter in Beit Hanun on Tuesday.
These Palestinian families arrived with their belongings in Gaza, both on foot or by riding carts.
A rescue agency operating under the Hamas-run government said that Beit Hanun houses about 7,500 Palestinians who mostly shelter in 4 schools.
Israeli troops surrounded at least 3 schools in Beit Hanun on Tuesday and forced hundreds of displaced Palestinians to leave the area. They also have besieged the northernmost part of Gaza since the beginning of October and battled Hamas fighters that they claim to have regrouped in the area.
Israeli military said Tuesday that they allowed hundreds of food and water packages to enter Jabaliyah and Beit Hanun in the far north of Gaza. The Palestinian Civil Defense Agency, meanwhile, said that 3 trucks carrying flour, canned food, and water have reached Beit Hanun.
امبارح جابوا لنا مساعدات، ضحكوا علينا وفرحنا وقلنا خلاص، قالوا انتم منطقه برتقالي وما فيش عليكم احد، وقاعدين مأمنين. ما شفنا بعد صلاه الصبح ولا الدبابات، طب انطخ علينا، تبطحنا على الارض. وبعدين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد، لما المدرسه بعضها وطلعونا، وهذا هم ايوه اخذوا الشباب على الحاجز، وهي نحن قاعدين هنا بنستنى، مش عارفين حنا وين رايحين، ولا لي مكان ولا لي مأوى ولا بعرف حدا رايح عليه، بس بستنى في ابني في جوزي قبل ما يجوا. اخي عند اليهود الحين هم.
Now we shift our focus to Indonesia. 7 prisoners have escaped from the Class 1 state detention center in Salemba, central Jakarta.
The 7, who are all involved in drug cases, allegedly escaped through the trellis and exited through a drainage tunnel.
The concrete covering the water channel in the back courtyard was believed to have been broken, allowing them to flee through it. One of the fugitives is said to be a major drug trafficker who was recently apprehended with over 100 kilograms of methamphetamine.
The Class 1 State Detention Center is now working with the Director General of Corrections and the police to pursue the fugitives while also updating any progress to the head of the Regional Correction Division at the Ministry of Law and Human Rights.
On to our next update. The Indonesian Automatic Fingerprint Identification System, or INAFIS team from the Central Jakarta Police was recently deployed to the Salemba Class 1A penitentiary.
Upon arriving, they examined the route that the 7 drug inmates used to escape the facility, and they found that the inmates damaged window bars and fled through a culvert.
The team started by examining an empty chamber that serves as a barrier between cells and the penitentiary building itself.
The team found that the inmates broke window bars and damaged a drainage cover before escaping through a culvert that leads to the side of the facility.
Although authorities strongly suspect that the inmates escaped through the culvert, they have refrained from providing any detail.
Nanti pimpinan jelasin. Ya, yang dicek jalur mana aja, Pak? Nanti pimpinan jelasin.
All right, now we are up for our first short break of the day, but we will return with more news from around Indonesia. So stay tuned on the C Morning Show on C Today.
I'm Eric Hansen. When I see a trail, I see more than a path from point A to point B. A good trail is the ultimate opportunity to explore, to discover new landscapes, and to challenge myself. When I don't have a pack on my back, I'm thinking about my next big adventure, because my mission is simple. My mission is to discover the world's most epic trails.
Since I was young, I had an intense desire to discover the world around me.
This is my first time driving in South America.
That hasn't changed, just the level of adventure. Now, every journey has a purpose. And each time I venture out to explore new destinations around the globe.
Yeah. That's a biggie under there.
I am following my travel quest.
I'm starting my journey old style on this beautiful traditional Beluga sailboat. There's no wind to sail this time, Abea. Hello. Hi. When I found these guys, it's like Noah's Ark back here.
What's happening now?
President Prabowo Subianto and Vice President Gibran Rakabuming Raka that took their oaths of office at the Parliament building earlier today.
Exclusive interviews and all the latest in entertainment.
You don't talk only about the money, but you talk about the timing.
Spice up your afternoon with a variety of up-to-date information.
Buenos Aires, Argentina, where Liam Payne passed away on Thursday.
Don't miss it with 3-hour news show every day at 5 p.m.
Hello, you're watching C3 Updates with me, Indra Marpal.
The latest from Indonesia and the world.
Over 200,000 Palestinians workers without jobs.
Presented in an accurate,
expected to reach 4.95 meters.
Timely and up-to-date manner.
Democrat Tim Walz and Republican J.D. Vance went after each other's running mate.